Russians circling around Trump to sway his mind, warns key ally. Follow this channel, Eco Channel TV, for more updates on international news. Finnish president tells coalition of TADC willing leaders they must engage with U.S. president as Putin envoy arrives on mission to Washington. The president of Finland has warned Europe to keep engaging with Donald Trump or risk Russia swaying him again, the Telegraph can disclose. In what was described as a crucial intervention at a meeting of the Coalition of the Willing, Mr Stubb told Ukraine's allies that the U.S. president was currently satisfied with Europe's role in his efforts to end the war. Diplomatic sources said Mr. Stubb, who is emerging as Mr. Trump's closest European ally, claimed that the Russians were circling around the U.S. president and his entourage in the hope of convincing him to back Vladimir Putin's plans to end the conflict in Ukraine. On Saturday, Mr. Trump said that he would not schedule any talks with Putin unless it was clear that the Russian leader was serious about making a deal to end the war in Ukraine. "I'm going to have to know that we're going to make a deal. I'm not going to be wasting my time," Mr. Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One as he headed to Asia. "I've always had a great relationship with Vladimir Putin, but this has been very disappointing," the U.S. leader said. "I thought this would have gotten done before peace in the Middle East." Mr. Stubb's warning came as Kirill Dmitriev, the Russian president's U.S. envoy, arrived in Washington on a hastily arranged visit to counter the White House's new sanctions on Russian oil giants. According to a European official, Mr. Stubb told allies, Trump's entourage confirms that he is now satisfied with the impact of sanctions, Ukraine, and Europe. But beware. Steve Witkoff's, the U.S. Special Envoy counterpart, is currently moving around Washington. It is therefore still necessary to work on the entourage and the president himself. "Keep talking to them so that the enemy isn't the only one," a second source said, summing up Mr. Stubb's Ukraine and its European allies have invested time and effort in attempting to keep Mr. Trump on their side, amid fears he could one day side with Putin in the negotiations to end the war. The Russian president has been attempting to urge his U.S. counterpart to convince Kyiv to give up large swaths of land as the price for any ceasefire. But European leaders in attendance at the coalition meeting, hosted by Sir Keir Starmer on Friday afternoon, believe that Mr. Trump is supportive of their plan to end the fighting on the current front lines before any negotiations over land swaps can happen. The U.S. president reportedly scrapped planned peace talks with Putin in Budapest after the Russian refused to compromise on his demand that Ukraine should cede its eastern Donetsk region prior to any talks. This threw into doubt hopes that more than 3 years of fighting between Kyiv and Moscow would soon come to an end, with Europe shifting its focus to sustaining Ukraine's defense.